The Square Ball Podcast.
Hello, welcome to the show. It's brought to you along with Levi's Solicitors, isn't it, Michael?
That's correct, yep.
Why are they good?
Because they're legal services they offer.
You've not got the website up, have
For
you?
you and your business.
You haven't got the website open. He's right, isn't he?
Have you got the web? Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Have you got the Have you got the website open?
I don't need to
From memory, what are your favourite legal services?
commercial dispute resolution, personal dispute resolution, employment, immigration, wills, conveyancing, probate.
It's a lot, in it.
A lot, so much in terms of legal services. Do you know what the best bit is?
You can book appointments online.
Correct. So you can do it from anywhere in the UK.
You can do video calls.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Well done, Michael. Thank you very
Or
much.
you can go and see him.
Do you know what's even better than that? It's not going to cost you the full whack, is it? You're going to get 10% off from going through us. 10% off your legal fees, levisolicitors.co.uk/the square ball. I wonder at what point they're going to say to you, look, you need to up your game with this, Michael, if you're talking about how.
People say wills, probate and conveyancing in the street at me.
Yeah.
It's like it's become a little catchphrase of mine.
It's your street slang, is it?
I was going to say you're becoming too knowledgeable now. I think part of the sponsorship is that you should represent a random client.
Every now and then you could win Michael.
Yeah.
If they're up for it.
Excellent. Rob's here as well as we do the Fulham preview. A slightly fragmented week again this week, so we'll do the weekly show later in the week. But we need to preview Fulham because we've got them in the FA Cup round of 16.
Who knows?
Yeah.
We're just discussing whether it's quarterfinals next, weren't we? Because we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't normally have to worry.
We've never been this far before.
We don't get to the quarters, do we? It's just 3 or 4 is what we normally achieve.
3.
But here we are in the heady space of the 5th round.
I was just thinking, as much as this game can feel like a bit of an inconvenience, I was like, oh, I'd love Leeds to be in a quarter-final. I was thinking, like, imagine a quarter-final at Ellen Road. And I was like, oh, no, we don't get drawn at home, though, either. So.
Maybe this is when it happens. Maybe we win on Tuesday and we finally get that home draw that we've so long been waiting for.
And then we lose.
It'll be Man City and their reserves will come and so on and so forth. I can't remember who's still in the competition, for God's sake.
We're essentially trying to avoid scum and Man City.
Right.
Spurs are in it still, but yeah, I mean, they've got better players than us, but
Let's have a look at this. An FA Cup 5th round.
I'm not overly worried about them. I feel like we should probably discuss the 5th round before we look ahead to the quarterfinals.
Yeah. I also feel like I should have looked at who else is in the 5th round before we started recording this show, but here we are.
I mean, if we could have a passage to the final that was like, Fleetwood and Southampton or Grimsby.
Well, did you see?
I love how you put in Southampton with Fleetwood and Grimsby.
Did you see?
I saw Southampton at the weekend. Grimsby might be quite good. I'm not sure. I know Southampton are shit, so we'll play them again.
Did you see Man United's route to winning the Carabao Cup?
Neither of them played anyone good, did they?
No, it's just an absolute skank, innit?
We can't really complain about this, given we've gone out of the FA Cup to, Histon,
don't start
Sutton,
bringing facts.
Rochdale, etc. in recent years.
Leave your facts out of this, but still, to have had they came in at the 3rd round, not the 2nd round. Came in at the 3rd round.
You're suggesting they snuck in?
Yeah, well, it's cheating, wasn't it? Everyone else, we had to start in the 2nd round, didn't we?
It's true.
So they came in at the 3rd round. Villa at home, then Burnley at home, then Charlton at home, then Forest 2 legs in the semi-finals, then Newcastle in the final. They only conceded 2 goals in the whole tournament, and that was in the 3rd round against Villa when they won 4-2.
Well, it's boring. At least we've had a replay just to keep it interesting in our run.
So you need. I think you do. Do you need the fates to be on your side in terms of the draw?
Well, I mean, Man City aren't as good as normal this season.
Are you really talking yourself into this, Michael?
Anyway,
of all people in this room.
We're not even going to beat Fulham, are we? So let's cross that bridge first. London, midweek, doesn't feel very winny.
Doesn't feel very windy, does it not?
No.
There's always the random factor though when it comes to the FA Cup. There's the romance of the cup, as we've found many times.
Not very many. Oh, you mean against us?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
that Scott Wootton own goal at Watford, which was the last time we'd got this far, that didn't feel very romantic.
No. I did see, thanks to LUFC Stats as well, pointing out that our last goal in the 5th round of the FA Cup was in 2003.
Right.
I mean, God, that's a long time. There are adults who have not seen us score a goal in the 5th round of the FA Cup. I mean, that can't be right.
Oh, what a stupid
I know
club.
we've been shit in that 20 years, but not that shit, surely.
Are we We're on the telly box, aren't we? What channel are we on in the UK?
One.
One of them?
Yeah. No, one.
Are we on?
Bottom one.
Bottom number one. All right, okay. Stoke against Brighton. Leicester against Blackburn.
I feel like you're previewing quarterfinals rather than looking at this game.
Fulham against Leeds. Bristol against Man City. These are the Tuesday games. Bristol City against Man City. And then Wednesday is Southampton Grimsby. I mean, that's a crap tie, isn't it? Burnley Fleetwood, so's that. Man United West Ham. Yep. Sheffield United Tottenham. Yeah, God, there's a pathway there, isn't there? You can see it. A route to at least the semi-final at Wembley.
Pathway to Europe. I want to be in the Conference League. Playing Maritimo or something.
Cup Winners' Cup. I think they should bring it back if we win it. I don't know. It doesn't fit. I just don't fancy us in this, I have to say. I feel like...
Yeah, but you might as well say that about any game that we play.
Yes, that's true.
So come on. But we can do this.
Problem is Fulham are doing all right, aren't they?
Yeah, they're good, aren't they?
And I was reading that they're in that kind of sweet spot now where they're not going to get relegated, so they can actually take the cup seriously and maybe try and do something. Although it'd be really funny in that case if we sort of sent some reserves and beat them and knocked them out.
I mean, there's a possibility, given where they are in the league, that they might get the Europa League because they're currently 6th, so they're not going to want to lose that.
So focus on that. Is that what you're saying?
Concentrate on the league, lads.
Play the kids.
Yeah. Most important question is, what kit are we going to wear? We're going to wear the Sammy's pyjamas. I reckon black and grey on top, obviously, orange shorts, and then black socks. Are we going to go for?
We don't deserve to win then, do we, if we're wearing that kit, really?
Just thinking, we have actually beaten Fulham in a cup game midweek, haven't we? In
Last
recent
season,
years.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just going to say something. If we do wear that kit combination now, if you look, the orange of the shorts doesn't quite match the orange of the Adidas stripes on the sleeves, on the shoulders.
All in the design.
Yeah.
Different by design. That's what we are. Can't match two colours.
Anyway, that was just a little tangent I went on there. So you're not fancying it, Michael. What about you, Rob? Come on.
Nah, we're not going to win this. It's like you say.
So are you all.
They're good. They're probably going to try. Javi Gracia's done his presser this afternoon and kind of hinted at changes. Says he likes all these players and he wants to see more of them. So I don't know that. It will be interesting to see what team he names. It would be nice to see Ruter start again. Start in fact, and just hope he can build on his nice little cameo at the weekend. But I wouldn't really change that much else. I think the problem is they're all kind of combinations are starting to form now, and you don't really want to disrupt it, do you? Like McKennie and Adams are still kind of starting their journey of playing together for Leeds, and Verber and Koch were doing well. Do you really want to disrupt that? Although it sounds like Cooper and Strauch are still missing. So it'll be interesting to see what he changes, whether Somerville comes in, something like that.
We do have the benefit of having seen Javi Gracia's press conference. I say we haven't seen it, have we? We were busy recording other stuff prior to this, but he is talking about putting out, I think, a strong side.
Yeah.
But clear he's serious about winning this tie with a strong side, says that's Popey's tweet. So if that doesn't end up being the case, then we can all go in on Popey.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough.
I like how he said in his presser that he's been telling all the players about his experience of getting to the final with Watford and how great it was and how he wants to relive it. And I thought, just don't mention the final.
Don't mention the actual final.
Yeah.
Just
the route there. It was good.
Good fun, wasn't
it? It was good until we got there.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to kind of, I know we get very granular and very precise in our previews, generally speaking, but it's quite hard to know exactly how to approach this one because we don't know what side Leeds are going to put out, what Fulham are going to put out.
I mean, Fulham in previous rounds, they played Sunderland. It went to a replay, didn't it, in the last round, and they did play quite a weakened side in that, but whether or not they thought, these championship chumps, we can beat them anyway.
Yeah.
And we'll take it seriously against us. And I guess since then, they've won a couple more late games in the league, probably, haven't they? So they're now completely safe. I mean, 39 points, they are there, aren't they? They could have the rest of the season off if they really chose to. Done better than us, haven't they, when we first got up?
Yeah.
It's a bit annoying.
It's not over.
It's a bit of an insult to Bielsa for Marco Silva to go and do that. Not fair.
Yeah, but then again, when you look at the teams that are, for example, Chelsea are underperforming massively this season.
Are you now in the process of stripping Fulham of all credit?
No, not at all. I'm just saying that of the teams you'd expect to be up in the top 7, Liverpool are underperforming, Chelsea are underperforming. So you would, if you were evening it out, you'd probably put them about 9th. So they're not going to do any better than we did.
Even if they do finish higher.
Even if they finish 8th, it doesn't count.
I think it's absolutely fair.
That's how it works, isn't it?
That's absolutely fair.
Whatever petty grievance you can you can muster.
I must admit, I didn't see them being this good this year. I thought they'd probably struggle.
I just assumed they were going to do a Fulham, have come up, sign a load of players, go back down without really doing anything. It's been quite annoying.
It feels like they have done the surprise package thing this season a little bit.
Is it Dan James that's made all the difference?
Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
You can't. Can he play in this?
No.
That's a shame.
Sam Greenwood is also suspended for us, so that's another
Is he? Because
option for rotation missing.
Oh, right. I didn't know that.
I
Is
guess
that
it'd have
because
been the Cardiff games.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. Wasn't aware.
But yeah, we've got a question down here of do you put Somerville in for Aronson? But I actually thought Aronson was good at the weekend. Again, I heard you discussing him on the match ball and didn't really know what to expect. I thought first half in particular, he was one of our better players.
Where did you think he was playing? Dan told me he was up front. I still think he was wrong.
He was playing just off Bamford. He kept dropping back into midfield. But mate, I was stood there looking at my own eyes, thinking, right, I'm going to take note now of what formation we're playing. And I went 1-2-3-4, 1-2-3-4. And there's two of them up there. That's 4-4-2. They were allowed to move.
I thought he was dropped further back.
He did keep dropping back in, to be fair, and it did kind of go to a 4-2-3-1 at times. Yeah. But when we were facing up to him, when they had the ball, whip ball, way out ball, and all that. When we were facing them down, he was further forward. He was stood alongside Bamford, preventing them passing out from the back.
Please, it's against the ball.
Against the ball.
That was Jesse's.
Yeah, but it was. We were certainly out of possession. We were in a 4-4-2.
Jesse was against the ball sometimes, wasn't he?
Just get rid of it.
Get rid. Hates the fucking thing.
So is this the extent of our preview then? Is it?
I'd play Ruter.
Yep.
After his good cameo, because he needs to play some games, doesn't he, and get some minutes if he's to be of any use to us in the relegation running, which Javi has mentioned today and saying it is essentially still the priority, as much as he would like to win.
I've just realised we were all pointing out that Greenwood suspended that, and I look like a damn fool because I mentioned, or maybe advocated, putting him alongside Ruter.
Yeah. Oh, well.
In the Phil Hay show that's gone out. Damn.
I mean, we can try, but we'll probably just get kicked out of the competition.
Yeah, go full Stuttgart. Ineligible players and all that. Yeah. We're going to win, aren't we? Qualify for the quarterfinal.
I don't think you'd be listening to me and Rob.
Extra time or penalties victory for Leeds United, I think.
Isn't Mitrovic has been missing for them recently, hasn't he? I'm not sure whether he'll be fit to play, but I feel like he often causes problems, but I don't know if that's right, because he doesn't score goals in the Premier League other than this season, so I don't know.
He certainly has in the past. He's injured Ben White as well, I seem to remember. He was rough with him, which I didn't like too much, but I don't know. We should have beat him for the liberty of charging us 40 quid a ticket.
You're not happy about that, are you?
It's too much for a midweek cup game.
Yeah.
It's Bates prices.
Yeah, I'd always thought the prices had to be agreed between the clubs, but it's not the case, is it? The home team sets the prices, according to Angus Kinnear's programme notes. Home team sets the prices, and then the away team can register a protest, which they said they've done in this case. But basically they can go, nah, I'm not listening to you.
Put it in writing. You going to read it? Probably not.
No, I'll file that one away.
Yeah, it should be. I feel like 20 quid would be a fair price for this one. Midweek cup game, but anyway. It's London, isn't it? We're in London, aren't we? As Warnock said.
So I'm going for a away win.
What score?
I said extra time. It'll be by the odd goal, extra time, or we might even win it on penalties.
Okay. I think we will lose 2-0. Straightforward. A routine Leeds United Cup defeat.
Yeah, I think we'll lose 1-0. I think it'll follow the script of the Wolves League Cup defeat. Sort of start all right, think, maybe, and then just go, no.
That's the big thing with these cup games, isn't it? Just back on planet Earth for a minute, is that they always seem just a little bit disjointed and a bit bitty because, like, say, you're disrupting the established flow of things, and you wonder if, trying to put a new system in as Javi Gracia is, whether it's capable. Mind you, we did all right with our first team at the weekend. So,
I mean, the problem at Wolves was that we took a bench full of children who'd played 90 minutes for the under-21s like 2 nights before, and they were just never going to get on the pitch, which is where the whole momentum ended. So hopefully there's a few more options than that. For instance, if like Rutter starts, then you can bring Bamford on, possibly, rather than bringing Mateo Joseph on. But we'll see, I suppose.
I think, actually, let's go with our strongest possible side, get it won as soon as we can, 3-0 up, and then start to make changes about the hour mark to give everybody a rest.
Okay. That's very, very optimistic.
Why not?
But fine. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, let's do that then.
Yep.
If you're offering it, yeah, go on then.
Good. So 3 away wins.
You've convinced us. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think that's what we've said, definitely.
Good. Well done, lads. Lovely to speak. We must do it again sometime. Should we do it ahead of Chelsea later in the week?
Yeah, we'll discuss this 3-0 win tomorrow.
Logistically, right, given that they are playing Fulham and it's in the same neck of the woods as Chelsea, would you just stay down there?
I think you could.
It's London, innit? We hate London.
No, I don't mean as fans. I mean, like, as the club. Would you just, like, not stay locally? Find a hotel nearby?
I don't know. They have everything set up properly at Thorpe Arch, though, don't they?
Yeah.
They have all the rooms for video and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So I reckon we'll be going back there so we can work on our plans in secret.
Get a PJ down. Fly down.
Private jet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And flying back. And I just wondered, it's an interesting thought, because they're not going to get finished till quite late on Tuesday evening, and you wonder then, with the travel time back down to Chelsea on Saturday, would you not just stay?
Just have training in Hyde Park, get the cones out.
Yeah, like they used to do, yeah. Don Revie taking them into Roundy Park and running them up and down the hill. Let's do it. Let's get them in the central parks of London. Is that it then?
Yeah.
Don't know much about tactics. Don't know which side we're going to pick. Not quite sure we'll get through. Expensive tickets. Is that the list?
I think so, yeah. We'll wait and see. I kind of hope Rutter does start again after he was promising the other night.
Debut goal for Rutter. Not a debut goal, but a first goal for Rutter. I'm up for that. Let's do that. 3-0. Great. We'll speak to you soon.
The Square Ball Podcast.